I'm going to put on a funny hat and speak French. No, I'm not. I'm going to give you the 4x200 meters freestyle mixed. And Hungary are in there, Netherlands are in there, Germany, Russia, Great Britain, Italy, Israel, and Slovakia. We only dropped one team, that was San Marino this morning. Great Britain in lane 5 will be home with things, but here's the Slovakian team. Richard Nagy, bit of home interest in that. He trains in Sheffield.
And Richard Nagy is the right pronunciation of his name. Yeah. Hungarian origins. Talking about Hungarians, Milak is going to lead this with Katinka Hosszú for the first time here in Glasgow.
Yeah, we didn't see her in the 400 IM. She decided not to do it, but they have obviously changed their lineup here with Susanna Jacobos going last for them. The Netherlands are going to be in lane 2. We'll get to them after we've seen Israel. Here comes the Netherlands, and they will have Stolk, Poenenberg, Heemskerk, and Neumann. That's the quartet for the Dutch. Now for Italy.
The Pellegrini in the quartet. So it's going to be Pellegrini up against Heemskerk and Hosszú. It's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, it certainly is. And next on board are Germany.
A very solid quartet.
Certainly psyched up. What a way he's listening to them. Bit of heavy metal. Well, the GB flames rising for this quartet. Now, Freya Anderson is a great young talent. Still got to prove it at this level. Great at European junior level, but needs to step up to the seniors. And they've given her quite a job here. She's going to anchor this quartet. That's the Russians.
And I think that's the perfect way to learn the atmosphere of the senior championships.
Well, I was saying yesterday in commentary, the British swimmers are quite lucky. They've had Olympic Games, they've had Commonwealth Games, and they've had European Championships too now in their own country. So they know what it's like to swim in front of a home crowd and what the home crowd gives to them in return. So you've got to feed off that. I'm not sure how much you hear of it, but if you can just soak up a bit of the love that's coming from the stands, it certainly helps. Last event of day 2 in Glasgow. Everybody ready. Nobody quite sure what's going to happen because we've only seen it twice before in the heats this morning. This is the first time we've seen a final of the 4x2. That's an arbitrary European record. It's kind of magicked out of thin air, 7:22.33. I don't know where they came up with that because it's never been swum that speed, but we'll see. That's what they've said. So that's going to be the record time if it is broken. So Hungary, Netherlands, Germany, Russia, Great Britain, Italy, Israel, Slovakia. As we mentioned earlier on, 2 men, 2 boys in that order.
2 men, 2 women.
Exactly. That would be hard, wouldn't it? 2 men, 2 boys. 2 men, 2 women.
Okay, so the first one in lane 1, that's Krzysztof Milak, who we saw in the 200-meter fly. It's worth mentioning that he's also European junior champion in the 200 freestyle.
First 50, it is Russia who lead from Hungary. From Stephen Milner, Great Britain in 3rd place. 4th are the Italians, but don't read too much into that right now. Probably the race won't really start to unfold like most 4x2s don't until we get to the back end of the race.
However, the Russians, with Vekovicev up in front, almost a full second ahead of Jakob Heitmann from Germany.
Then it's Italy, then it is Great Britain. In 5th place at the moment is Israel. They're waiting, that's the British ladies waiting to take over their part of the race. So they'll have to wait a little bit longer. Steve Mills going to finish his, and then he will hand over to Craig McLean. And Great Britain making a bit of progress if the noise is any indication. They're not quite in the medals yet. It'll be Russia. It is Russia. It's Germany, and then it is Italy in the 1, 2, 3. And the noise, actually, most of it being generated by the German crowd on the far side.
As Jakob Heitmann makes his move and moves Germany into the top spot. So it is going to be Germany, Russia, and probably Italy after the first 200 meters.
Now, an interesting thing we need to watch out for here is the next takeover, because men to women takeovers can sometimes be a little bit problematic in terms of reaction times, and if there is going to be a problem, it might be on that one. We'll wait and see. We'll get an indication on our computer if that is the case, But at this stage, race is pretty much wide open. There's 5 nations all within sight of each other.
So it's Nemeth from Hungary, then Kleinenberg from the Netherlands, then Mühlleitner, Germany, Dovgalyuk for Russia, and Craig McLean for Great Britain. And let's not forget Alessio Proietti, who swims for the Italian team.
So how are things looking at the 300 stage? Well, it's still... Well,
no, it's Russia.
Yeah, it was Germany. It is now Russia. And Russia from Germany. Then is Hungary moving up into 3rd place now. And the Netherlands force a big change in that 100.
And the very strong first 100 meters by Stan Kleinenberg from the Netherlands. He is the fastest right now in the field. Italy a little bit behind.
Yeah, we don't expect much from Slovakia. We saw this morning they just snuck in, so we'll be concentrating on the centre lane. So Russia from Germany, from Hungary, 1.23 seconds separates them now. Here comes the changeover that I was talking about. Be coming up very soon.
And here comes a big showdown between Katinka Hosszu, Femke Heemskerk, and Federica Pellegrini.
Well, Germany and Russia absolutely in the mix. Who's going to get there first? Germany from Russia. Then it is Hungary. For what it's worth, it's inside the European record split. Nemeth in 3rd place for Hungary. Let's see, all the takeovers were okay?
Yes,
yeah, they're
absolutely.
all good. All safe.
A safe takeover for Katinka Hosszu, 0.5 her reaction time. Normally it is 0.1 or 0.2, so that was a safe changeover for Hungary.
First 50 of the women's completed, and it is Germany leading from Russia, from Hungary, from the Netherlands, Great Britain, with Catherine Greenslade with quite a bit to do to get into that top 3. Remember, most of these quartets have changed massively since this morning, so you can't really go by what happened earlier on today.
If you're looking forward to the final swimmers, Jakobos for Hungary, she's not that good of a 200 freestyle swimmer. Robin Neumann swam in the morning heats. She's a sub 2-minute swimmer. Don't really know what to expect from her. Annika Brun for Germany. She will be one to watch out for. Victoria Andreeva for Russia, and Freya Anderson. I think she will have a nice job to do.
Quite an echelon here of 4, 3, 2, 1 right now. Russia, Germany, Netherlands and Hungary all pretty closely grouped, and Catherine Greenslade of Great Britain trying to get back on course, as indeed is Federica Pellegrini, but she is quite a long way back at the moment. 4 of them going to the wall together. Russia, followed by the Netherlands, followed by Germany, and Hungary in 4th place.
And also, let's not forget Italy and Great Britain. They will be in the mix, I think, when it comes to the final 100 meters.
Well, we'll see, because the last takeover is about to commence. And for Hungary, Jakobos waits to change with Hosszu. And quite a bit of a lead for Salamantina of Russia. She's given them an advantage, quite a big one too, for Andreeva, who goes on the anchor leg. So 1 Russia, 2 Germany, 3 Hungary, 4 the Netherlands. What can Freya Anderson do in terms of trying to get Great Britain back in the mix?
140 meters to go. It is still Russia, and looking very strong. Victoria Andreeva. A look for the Germans, because that's a very, very solid quartet, and only 1 body length behind the Russians as of now.
So Russia from Germany. Great Britain are finishing quite strongly on this 100 from Freya Anderson. She's got herself back in contention, maybe, potentially for a bronze.
She will absolutely be able to fight for the medals.
Well, she's not in there yet. It is Russia from Germany, from Hungary, and Great Britain working their way back through the field. Freya Anderson still has quite a bit of work to do, but this is the head-to-head, Russia and Germany. Who's going to get it over the last?
I told you the Germans are very, very strong, and now Annika Brun is getting very close to Victoria Andreeva, and also very close Anderson to Jakobos. at the final turn.
Last 35 coming up. It is Germany against Russia. Germany on the far side with the white cap of Annika Brun. Victoria Andreeva is beaten, I think. Germany are going to take this. Russia second, but Great Britain coming through for maybe third place. What a swim this is from Freya Anderson. The crowd are on their feet. She's going to get the bronze. The win goes to Germany. Russia in second, Great Britain in third. That's a momentous last 100 from Freya Anderson. 29.17 was the last 50.
And 155.8, the best swim among women here by Freya Anderson.
Unbelievable finish for Anderson. There's the Russian who gets beaten in the second place, Victoria Andreeva. Of course, we've got to wait to make sure everything's clean. It looks clean on our computer. Don't think there's any worry about DQs. As far as we're aware, everybody in now. Germany, Russia, Great Britain. The winning time, by the way, is going to be a new European record.
But that's a championship record.
Oh yes, not because we haven't seen 7:22, but we have seen a 7:28, which is this one from Germany. And Great Britain in third place. Look, in the end, 1, 2, 3 separated by 1.29 seconds. Didn't look that way, did it, with 100 to go? But all of a sudden it concertinaed up. As Hungary miss out in fourth place, but the GB quartet are absolutely ecstatic. They have a European medal. Great anchor leg for Germany from Annika Brun to get past the Russians on the last 100. See the conclusion of it. You can see Freya Anderson just coming into picture there.
And if there were 5 more meters to swim, definitely overtaking the Russians.
Well, some people might think it's a throwaway event. It doesn't mean a great deal. You try telling any of these swimmers it's a throwaway event and it's really meaningless. It's a medal. It's worth the same as winning the 50 free, the 100 free, the 100 breast. It's not a reduced level medal. It's gold, silver and bronze.
Absolutely.
Here comes the clarification result. Everybody, as we said, safe in terms of takeovers and everything else. And the top 3 all go sub 7:30. Great Britain getting bronze.